Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. I have a fun little card making process for you that I did for the MFT Stamps Color Challenge number 88. And the color challenge was to use a combination of Tickled Pink, Wild Cherry, Summer Splash, and Black Licorice. Now I don't have all of those MFT colors, so what I did was I went into my stash and I found colors of stamp pads that would match up with those colors and to coordinate with that color combo. So what you see me doing here on my card front is I'm just using the MFT Cloud stencil, which I absolutely love, and I'm just going in with my little Tim Holtz Ranger tool here, my distress tool, and I'm just applying some of that light blue ink to the sky to create the illusion of some clouds. And then what I did was I just took a piece of Post-it tape and I just roughly cut it in the shape of sort of like a hilly border. And I just have that taped off, and now I'm going in with some antique linen distress ink and creating just sort of like a little ground for my little critters to stand on for my scene that I'm going to be creating. I'm just going to tape that area off and go in again with the blue just to create a little bit more blue sky right above my ground. And so then that will be it for inking up my background here. You can see I'm just going to do a little more blending just to finish that up. Now I'm going to stamp out my images here from the Raving Raccoons stamp set. And now I'm just going to go in and do a bunch of Copic coloring. I'm going to put some music on for you while you watch me do this coloring, and I'll see you back in a bit. You can see that I've got all of that coloring finished up. Now I'm just going to go in and do a little bit of detail work. So I'm going to give my little boy raccoon some polka dots on his sweater, and I'll just do that with my Sakura white jelly roll pen. I'm just going to take a waterproof Pitt pen and add a little bit of black polka dot to the little girl's hair bow, and just to create a little more detail on my little critters here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of glossy accents, and I'm going to add that to the little bow. I'm going to add that to the little guy's shirt, and eventually I will also add some glossy accents to the little noses of my little raccoons in a little bit here. So I'm actually going to give that a little bit of drying time before I do a bunch of other stuff with these little critters, just because I don't want to smear that or smudge that glossy accents. Before I give that a little bit of drying time, I'm just going to go in and add these adorable little eye pieces that are just from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to give them both just some really cute little heart eyes. Now everything there is dry, so I've used the dies from Raving Raccoons, and I've cut my little critters out here. I am going to position those on my little scene here with some foam adhesive, but before I do that, I just took my blade and I just cut a little tiny slit where the raccoon's little paws are, and I'm going to slit one of the little floral die cuts that I've created with the Stamps and Dies from Raving Raccoons. And I just go in and put that in his little paws so that it looks like he's offering up that little girl some flowers that perhaps he picked from behind him. I'm going to put another little sprig of flowers behind the raccoon, kind of on that little ground area. Now I have taken the stamp sentiment set from the heart, and I've stamped out a sentiment here, and I'm going to, where I have already die cut that using the Essential Speech Bubbles die. And I've also taken the Cloud 9 stencils and I have die cut some little black and white striped clouds. That's from the black and white 6x6 stripe pad from MFT. I'm going to pop that little sentiment up on some foam adhesive as well. And now I'm going to just add that little sprig of flowers there. I'm going to just trim off my clouds that are poking over the edge there. And that is going to be about it for my card. And I'm just going to go over this with a little bit of Nuvo Sparkly Shimmer and Shine and my shimmer pen, and I'm going to just make everything sparkle in that way for my little critters. So I'm going to go over those critters with that pen, and this will be all finished. So I'm going to show you a close-up here right away, and then if you stick around to the very end of the video, there are some still shots of my card. And this was really simple. It was so much fun, and I have used that color combo that was in that Color Challenge 88 over at MFT Stamps. If I remember to do so, I will put a link to the Color Challenge in the description box below. Have an amazing day, guys, and thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today.